What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ThatSingerReactions coming to y'all. Special request from my brother Danny. This is D-Lo. GOAT. This is called Cartoon. This is an official music video. Dumpster Divers. Oh, damn. Have I done a D-Lo? Where's been his official video? Oh, Wishlist, the new game Dumpster Divers, where my song... Oh, his song will be on there. Okay. 100% vocal track. 9 years I've had this track. Really? Let's jump into this. Don't forget my Patreon is in the description where you get exclusive access, early content, special requests. PayPal, CashApp is open for new requests. Second YouTube channel called Hear Me Out. Make sure y'all subscribe to that channel. Also, another YouTube channel that I have shared with my boys ThatSingerReactions and Hey Bleach. And another YouTube channel and podcast shared with my boys Cliff Beats, Anthony Ray, Black Pegasus, and Knox Hill, and myself. Right now, my boys is going through shit that I don't think they... Knox is reacting to Thriller. How you... Knox is one of the most musical people I know. I ain't know that man ain't seen Thriller. That's crazy. But I love his reaction to it. That was so fire. All right, let's jump into this. D-Lo Cartoon. Let me find out that's D-Lo doing that falsetto. That look fun as hell. Damn, you know how good the brakes on your damn legs got to be for you to stop yourself from going down that hill? The way I would have just belly flopped down that hole, like it'd have been crazy, bro. I would have definitely just took 2 spaces to get down. Look, that's crazy leg work. He got to be fast as hell.
What if the whole world and the people we love are just cartoons, living in a cartoon globe, written by higher beings, stories of anger and feelings. We are just puppets getting puppeteered and pulled by the powerful people who punish the poor. Yo, pull up.
Oh, that's an interesting theory. You know, you never know. But what if? Because I still don't understand how these cartoons can predict. How the hell you gonna predict? How the hell the Simpsons gonna predict exactly the way, or Family Guy, Trump was gonna come down the escalator? How the hell you get that right? Like, how do you get the Robin Williams thing? Like, what? So yeah, sometimes I entertain the theories by listening, not necessarily that I believe them.
The whole world and the people we love are just cartoons, living in a cartoon globe, written by higher beings, stories of anger and feelings. We are just puppets getting puppeteered and pulled by the powerful people who punish the poor. Yo, pull on my string and the puppet goes shing. If I stared at the moon and it looked like a spoon, would it be a cartoon? If I swallowed the gram and then followed the man, would it just be a hologram? Hologram stared at the sun.
Oh, D-Lo got bars.
Puppet goes shing. If I stared at the moon and it looked like a spoon, would it be a cartoon? If I swallowed the gram and then followed the man, would it just be a hologram? Hologram stared at the sun and it looked like a gun, would I hit on the run? If I stared in the sky and it looked like a pie, would I grab the cartoon spoon and try? If I stared at Mars and it looked too hard, I would keep 10 yards. And if I walked my dog and he turned to a frog, I would put him in a bog. If I stared at a heli and it looked like a berry, but I put it in my belly, big boy, bass belly. No, I wouldn't put the berry on my belly, cause the berry's all smelly. Ugh. Do you want a berry in your belly? I'm ever ready for jelly. I'm very ready for tagliatelle. I'm getting heavy in the deli like Andy in New Delhi. I'm already ready and steady to get Shelly on the telly.
D-Lo!
Raw, that was a mouthful of shit. Just in case you didn't know I could spit. Spit, 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 spit. Yeah.
This is every last piece of this is him. Even that very, very high note that he's hitting. That's a cool. That's damn near a run. You better harmonize with yourself. Come on, D-Lo. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Them harmonies are beautiful. That's about 6 tracks.
What if the whole world and the people we love are just cartoons, living in a cartoon globe, written by higher beings, stories of anger and feelings. We are just puppets getting puppeteered and pulled by the powerful people who punish the poor. Pull on my string and I might get violent. I recommend that you stay silent. Imitations of federal sirens, illustrations of sketches smiling. I know this is all fake.
I think he was pulling my strings and I might get violent. That's a play on violent. I've heard that people try to do that in battle rap too. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. That's not necessarily a reason. It's the way it's delivered. Pull on my strings and I might get violent. You gotta kind of slide that T to almost work, but make it silent so you can get violent. I think that's where he was going for when he said pull on my strings and I might get violent. You know, violent. You know what I'm saying? You know what a violin is, right? And you know it's really violent, but you know what I'm saying? But you could, that's what we mean when we say reach or not reach. Is when something can just barely pass. Like, okay, that kind of works. So that kind of works. I've heard lines like that though already, so it's not a big thing for me. But
punish the poor, pull on my string and I might get violent. I recommend that you stay silent. Imitations of federal sirens, illustrations of sketches smiling. I know this is all fake, not science. I reckon I could climb out the bowl or rip through the screen and swallow a gun and stare at the heli and hold on the yo, pull on my string and the puppet goes shing. If I stared at the moon and it looked like a spoon, would it be a cartoon? If I swallow the gram and then follow the man, would it just be a hologram? Hologram stared at the sun and it looked like a gun, but I hit on the run. If I stared in the sky and it looked like
basically he's saying like, I'm not stupid. We are all being controlled. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much like cartoons. It's a lot of fake shit. Like, that's what I think this is what I'm getting.
Why would I grab the cartoon spoon and try? If I stared at Mars and it looked too hard, I would keep 10 yards. And if I walked my dog and he turned to a frog, I would put him in a barn. If I stared at a heli and it looked like a berry, but I put it in my belly, big boy bass belly. Now I wouldn't put the berry in my belly cause the berry's all smelly. Ugh.
You cannot, like, that's ridiculous. That's insanity. Like, because it's not just the rapping. He can rap, but this is all him. Like, even me being a singer, I can't make that ding, 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 because I can't reach that note like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, like I said before, some of these beatboxers, I feel like you gotta have some kind of, you gotta have like vocal talent to be able to hit these different, because these are still notes that they're hitting. Just, you know, they're making instrumental sounds, like. And in that part where he just kind of let the harmonies go, and that's all him. That's all him. This beat is him. Whatever he did, first and foremost, he held that bitch. I don't know how many people can sustain a bass note. Yeah, and that's what happens. So yeah, I can't do that type of shit. That's insanity. Thank y'all so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on my social media platforms. Everything is in the description. D-Lo is crazy. Till next video. Peace.